So if we look at each of these cases, first looking at our square, if each side length is 14, our perimeter is going to be 4 times 14. 4 times 10 is 40, plus 4 times 4 is 16. 40 plus 16 is 56. Okay, again, you would just enter the numerical part when you enter your answer here, but the units are centimeters. And then the area is the s squared value, so the area is going to be 14 squared. And when you calculate 14 squared, you get 196. Once again, that's all you would enter, but it is a two-dimensional measurement. Okay, I'm going to jump down to equilateral triangle here and do that one. When you're dealing with an equilateral triangle, if what you know is the total perimeter is 39, that means that each of the side lengths is 39 divided by the number of sides, so that's going to be 13. Once again, just the number, but I'll label it centimeters. And then once we know that this side length is 13 in this equilateral triangle, if we draw in our altitude, creating this 30, 60, 90 triangle, okay, I'm going to go ahead and just use fractions here, or decimals and radicals, but I take half of 13, so 6.5, and then my apothem, or this altitude here, is going to be 6.5 root 3. And so when I set up my area formula for this triangle, 1/2 of 13 times 6.5 root 3, and if I calculate that, I get 1/2 of 13 times 6.5 root 3. I have a decimal already in my entry, so it'll display as a decimal. I get approximately 73.18. Again, that was what I would enter. It is a two-dimensional measurement because it's area. All right, so that brings up this final problem, which is similar to what we just went through. And so if you sketch your regular hexagon with 4 centimeters per side, that means that the total perimeter is going to be the number of sides 6 times the length of each side, so we get 24. Okay, but the harder question is going to be the area. The area is 1/2 SAN, okay, or AP. If you draw in your altitude here, creating this 30, 60, 90, it cuts this leg into 2. If that's 2, then this altitude here is going to be 2 root 3. And so when you plug this in, 1/2 the side length 4 times the A value, 2 root 3 times the number of sides in a hexagon is 6. 1/2 of 4 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4. Times 6 is 24 root 3. And so if you're putting this into the decimal form, you get 24 root 3. We'll put a decimal there so it enters as a decimal, or displays as a decimal. I get 41.57 centimeters squared.